Hello sports fans, Clump here with TTM video number 52. Got 4 returns to go through, all successes. First is a 4 of 4 in 18 days from skipper Scrap Iron Phil Gardner. Mr. Gardner signed the 87 fleer very nicely. The 88 tops. Very 87 tops. And the 78 tops. Turned out great. Phil Gardner was drafted by Oakland in 1971, played in the majors from 73 to 88 for those A's, the Pirates, the Astros, the Dodgers, and the Giants. He was an All-Star 3 times, a World Series champion in 79 with those Pirates, of course. After retiring, he became a manager. He managed the Brewers from 92 to 99, my Tigers from 2000 to 2002, and those Astros from 2004 to 2007. In 1978, he became one of only a handful of players to hit grand slams in consecutive games. Very cool. Thank you, Mr. Scrap Iron. Next is a 1 of 1 in 62 days from the great Joe Carter. This, of course, is a $5 donation, but not bad at all for a Canadian Baseball Hall of Famer. Mr. Carter signed the 87 tops. It looks sweet. Quit trying to fall over. All right. Joe Carter played college ball at Wichita State, where he was the Sporting News College Player of the Year in 81. He was the 2nd overall pick in the Major League Draft by the Cubs that same year. He played 1 season for the Cubs in 83 and then was traded to Cleveland. He played for Cleveland from 84 to 89, played for the Padres in 1990, and then the Blue Jays, which most people know him for, from 91 to 97. He briefly played for the Orioles and the Giants in 98. He was an All-Star 5 times, back-to-back World Series champion with those Blue Jays in 92 and 93, won 2 Silver Sluggers, and made it as a member of the 30-30 club, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. He has been inducted into numerous Hall of Fames, including, of course, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, the Wichita State Hall of Fame, Kansas Baseball, Ontario Sports Hall of Fame, but they say he'll never make it to Cooperstown. Well, lately, what else is new? Cooperstown apparently has no interest in putting anyone in anymore. They are a joke and something needs to be done. I am about to start the movement to start our own. We'll call it the Hall of, The Hall of History. And we'll put in those who made history. And Cooperstown can go somewhere, because it's getting out of control and they don't care. I seen an interview with one of the voters. He reminded me of Monty Burns, old, angry. Oh man, I am over the Hall of Fame and this stuff. It's not fun anymore. Joe Carter hit 396 home runs, had 2,184 hits and 1,445 RBIs in his illustrious career, and is one of the most memorable players to ever play the game. And yeah, I can't imagine the game without him, and neither can millions of other people. It's just crazy. I can't find why. I don't know if he said something wrong. I couldn't find anything mentioned about him having any problems with PEDs. I have no idea what their problem is with Joe Carter. I know what their problem is with many other people, and I extremely disagree with a lot of them. Oh yeah, to mention that, someone else who extremely disagrees, Phil Gardner. I can't believe I haven't seen this yet. This came with my Phil Gardner, and I'm not going to show most of it because a lot of it is very controversial, and I don't want to get into that at all. But I will show a little bit. Phil Gardner, this came with my, and I can't believe, like I said, I haven't seen one yet because I've seen scrap iron returns lately. And at the top, when I got it, I read this first, and it's talking about how many requests he gets and how many items he signs, and I'm like, oh no, I hadn't looked to see if they were signed. I'm like, he either quit or he's charging, whatever. But as I read on, I realized no, that wasn't the case. He just wants to give his opinion on many controversial subjects. And one of them is the Hall of Fame and Curt Schilling not getting in and why Curt Schilling is not getting in. And yeah, he definitely will just say he does not agree with that, and he does not agree with a lot of things. I didn't know that's why Curt Schilling wasn't getting in till I read that and looked in on it a little bit, and oh boy, yeah, they like to pick some interesting reasons why guys won't ever get in the Hall of Fame, and I am just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I will never go to Cooperstown. Someone's going to do something. There will be something done. I won't. I'll never. Something will happen because it's not right. Next is one of one in 12 days from former NFL quarterback Ken Anderson. Got Mr. Anderson on the 83 tops here. Passing leaders. He's right up. Beautiful. And from what I see, Ken Anderson really never did much signing. It wasn't the best signer, but I seen he was signing now. And it got back to me quick, and I was excited. Sorry about my Hall of Fame rant. Ken Anderson was drafted in 71 by those Bengals. Played his whole NFL career for them, from 71 to 86. He was an All-Pro 3 times, played in 4 Pro Bowls, was the NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year in 81. He was NFL Man of the Year in 75, led the NFL in passing twice, passer rating 4 times, completion percentage 3 times. After retiring, he coached for those Bengals from 93 to 2002, the Jaguars from 03 to 06, and my Steelers from 07 to 09, where he helped those Steelers win Super Bowl 43. So he was the quarterback coach for Ben Roethlisberger's first couple years. And one of the most successful first couple years any NFL quarterback ever had. His rookie year, he went 15-0. And his second year, he won the Super Bowl. And in that time, Mr. Anderson was the quarterback coach. I can't believe he was only the quarterback coach for a couple years. I don't know if he left for personal reasons or what. But I'm here to tell you, if I got Ben, we had those 2 years, and he was my quarterback coach, the things I would do to make sure he did not go nowhere would fill a library. I can't imagine. I'd have hired an assistant to throw rose petals at his feet. Just amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Ken Anderson. And the next one is a one of one in 88 days from former NFL quarterback Joe Theismann. This was a $5 donation, Mr. Theismann. And the duel there, that is just awesome. I was nervous sending it out to Ken Anderson, but I decided to go for the Hail Mary, and it worked. Mr. Theismann attended Notre Dame University, played football for them from 68 to 71, leading them to 2 Cotton Bowls and setting numerous school records, including passing yards in a season, touchdowns in a season, passing yards in a game, and completions in a game. In 1971, he was drafted by the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Twins, but he declined both teams and went to play in the CFL for the Toronto Argonauts. From 1971 to 1973, he was an All-Star twice, and in 74, Washington bought his contract and finally convinced him to come quarterback in the NFL. He played his whole NFL career for that Washington football team, from 74 to 85, winning Super Bowl 17, going to 2 Pro Bowls, winning the Burt Bell Award in 82. He was also the NFL Man of the Year that year, and he was the NFL MVP and Offensive Player of the Year in 83. After the most unforgettable injury in NFL broadcasting, I don't know. One of the most horrific injuries ever broadcast on television, in 85, he became a commentator and an actor. He scored roles in some movies, like Cannonball Run and BJ and the Bear, and TV shows. And what most people don't remember is he was actually the host for the first season of the American Gladiators. That's pretty cool. But, again, here's 2 quarterbacks who set all kinds of records, won Super Bowls, MVPs, neither of these guys are in the Hall of Fame either. So, I would like to not thank the Hall of Fame. I would like to thank Ken Anderson, Joe Theismann, Joe Carter, Phil Gardner. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck on your returns. See you again soon.